Hey everybody, welcome to Deep Space Nine on Star Trek Online. So we just completed the the series. Let's look at this in the available episodes. The Lost Dominion, the 2800 mission replay. The 2800 mission replay. I don't know what that actually stands for, but it's Lost Dominion, and it should be the 28th century. This is like the 25th century, so I think that's a fuck up. Yeah, that must be, because we're not in the 28th century. So it obviously, let's see, Lost Dominion. Yeah, that's that. I'm gonna talk around and ask about that. But anyway, what I want to do here is really talk about these for a quick moment, for those who haven't seen this. And I'm gonna show you 3 items that play the episodes so you get them, and you get them multiple times. So I'm gonna hail the mission here.
Now that we have the aid of one of the founders, we should have no trouble convincing the Jem'Hadar.
Okay, that shield generator, shield schematic here you got here, that's great to have. It's a set item. The combat impulse engine and the deflector dish is found in another episode, which is actually 4. Let's go ahead and go over here. I accepted Gamma already. I'm going to drop this mission. Well, no, let's go through here. Here it is, the impulse engine and the deflector dish. That's a set item that you can get. It's great. You also have a polar beam here. It looks like that's for a shuttlecraft, though. So I want to get those. I play this at least twice to get both these items. I'm going to drop this mission. And again, you'll notice there are 5 missions for this Lost Dominion. I don't know why it's called the 2028, because that's bullshit. It's the 25th century, not the 9th century or 8th century? Alright, so anyway, with that gone through, I want us to play a couple of episodes. These aren't episodes. These are little bonuses. There are messages here, message from another time, message from another universe that can be played here. So let's go ahead and play those episodes and those little missions, and they're worth like a little bit of experience here. So it's not worth a lot, but we do that from the ops. Let's see, over there. But it'll give you the storyline of some things. Let's take a seat and let's listen in, shall we? In progress. All right, why isn't it giving me the option? I think I have to stand up. There it is. That's kind of annoying. So Temporal, Terran, Temporal. So there are basically 3 different options here. Let's go ahead and start with the Terran missions. Transmission 1.
Personal log, Admiral Lita. So little time. When I was merely a captain serving on occupied Bajor, I had no choice but to rely on seduction and misdirection. All my years working for the Terran Rebellion, and my Bajoran roots were still thrown in my face. Captain Lita, nothing more than a figurehead to placate the Bajorans. Resented by my crew and dismissed by the Admiralty. Then, the Orb of Possibilities was returned, and it showed me the way. Now, all possibilities are ahead of me. The orb showed me the Coast Emojin. Maybe the prophets were trying to warn me. The Coast Emojin showed me a hint of power. The Pa Wraiths burned away weakness, burned away age, burned away mortality. The future would be mine if I could just grasp it. Admiral, Fleet Admiral, perhaps more. Now, travelers have come from the future. Back in time to give us weapons to destroy the Iconians. Travelers who already know my plans and my fate. I don't trust them. But can I use them?
Alright, that's the first message. Again, why is her face so fat? And yeah, this is 40 years after ROM, after the DS9 series. I don't like the fact that Pa Wraiths are in the temple. I don't think that's actually... I don't know. Maybe... I don't know. We'll think about that. I don't know. Let's go ahead and do transmission 2.
Personal log, Admiral Lita. Our temporal visitors have given us quite a few gifts. At first, my engineers were pessimistic about understanding future technology. A few trips to the Agony booth have cured them of their misgivings. Our benefactors have come from our far future to ensure that their world comes to pass. For that to happen, we must defeat the Iconians, and our descendants have given us the weapons to do so. Of course, as Admiral in command of the fleet's flagship, I must insist on the first set of upgrades. Once the Enterprise has the power to dominate the fleet, I can give new weapons to my subordinates, but only to those who prove their loyalty.
Why would she have a command of a ship called Enterprise that's a Federation ship? Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Personal log, Admiral Lita. The infighting in the fleet has been fierce. Many captains are rushing to declare their allegiance to me, and just as many are standing firm in their professions of loyalty to the Emperor. Of course, the fools who fight against me don't have access to my futuristic weapons. It will only be a short time now before my command is cemented. After that, I will take this war to the Iconians and eliminate them. Once the Iconians are destroyed, I can turn my attention to other matters. After all, Empress Hoshi gained her station with technology from the future. Or perhaps I can carve out a new empire of my own.
All right, transmission 4.
Personal log, Admiral Lita. I get the sense that our time-traveling visitors are not giving us the best of their technology. They won't give us weapons that are advanced enough to be a threat to them. I suppose it doesn't really matter. This technology is more than enough to guarantee that the fleet will remain under my control. We've finished installing temporal shielding. In addition to protecting us against a wider range of weapons, this will insulate us from changes in the timeline. When we go back to wipe out the Iconians, the shields will guarantee that we will remember everything after we return. Naturally, any captain I suspect of disloyalty is going to experience a slight variance in their shield harmonics. Wiped from the timeline. Oops! And nobody will ever remember their treachery.
So, to be honest with you, this this storyline was created around the, the push of the women's movement in the, somewhere around 2016. So, I don't think Lita was the best character. She was a secondary character, and why would she have the Enterprise? I think that's the one thing I think that's really stupid. She would have Bajoran technology, not Federation technology. And let's go ahead and, that also kind of just erases and ignores what we know that happened through DS9. And I'm kind of noticing that just now because, again, I'm watching the DS9 right now. I'm in Season 6. All right, I think that's the last of the those messages from Lita, Admiral Lita, wannabe. Let's go ahead and go to the next series. It's Terran, the Temporal Defense. Let's go ahead and listen to that. Transmission 1.
After action report, November 28th, 2154. Commander Narrator reporting. Today is a Terran holiday called Thanksgiving, and after today's events, I'm inclined to start celebrating it. Large, flightless bird and all. It started when the Nakul extracted Dr. Eric Soong from prison. It seems they wanted him to devise augmentations for them. One of our agents tried to recover Soong, but wound up getting captured. I led a strike team to a compound where the Nakul were holding Soong and our agent. One of them tried to shoot Soong during the engagement. I took the hit for him. Thankfully, my shield was up to the challenge.
So you notice that, again, it's another woman. The gender politics, the female-centeredness.
Ending the Soong line would have been disastrous. Starfleet would have lost its first android officer, I believe stopping that is something to be thankful for.
I don't know if this was ever a male character. I just noticed that again. Oh, let's put a whole bunch of female characters in there. Transmission 2.
After action report stardate 9528.1, Commander Narrator reporting. There are days where the duties of my chosen profession are almost too much to bear. My assignment took me to the 23rd century and my homeworld, Cardassia Prime. Posing as an agent of the Obsidian Order was repugnant, but it provided access to the resources I needed to succeed. A group of Nakul, working with local revolutionaries, was planning to detonate a photon bomb in a marketplace. I exposed their operation to the Order. Their response was predictably swift and final. Had the Nakul succeeded, they would have started a chain of events leading to the founding of a Cardassian democracy in 2313. They would have also claimed the life of a 5-year-old boy named Procal Ducat. I have ensured the birth of Procal's infamous son and preserved the timeline. I have done my duty, but take no pride in doing so. After action report stardate 55781.09, Commander Narrator reporting. If I never see Polaris 3 again, I shall die a happy woman. Duty took me to that miserable sandpit today. Nakul, posing as Remans, had come to recover the buried pieces of a Zoom-type android, designation B4.
So that's kind of interesting.
We intercepted the Nakul and secured all of the android's components. They planned on programming B4 to cause a warp core breach on the Enterprise while it orbited Romulus. Thankfully, we stopped them. Unfortunately, we didn't stop them before they dug up the android components. As a result, my team and I had to bury them again so Picard and his people could find them. I may never get all the sand out of my combat armor.
So real quickly, I've never really understood in these things. I've listened to them before. I don't remember them at all. I remember the Lita one, that's about it, and I think there's one more I kind of remember. But why are these here? I do not know. I think it's more to explain their feminist things and all that kind of stuff. And there are some of their episodes. I'm not entirely sure.
After action report stardate 46853.5, Commander Narrator reporting. I've just enjoyed an interesting visit to Terran, or rather Deep Space Nine. Our intel suggested that the Nakul were going to assassinate Cisco, and in a most unusual fashion, death by holosuite.
So, but why are we telling this story? I mean, why is it just a story? Why don't you make episodes for this? And you're just showing us, like, this is what a woman can do and all that kind of stuff? Yeah, whatever.
I managed to gain access to the station's holosuite network, but I saw no signs of tampering or any scheduled appointments for Benjamin Sisko. Jake Sisko, on the other hand, was in a session. I hacked the suite and stopped a holographic baseball pitcher from throwing a 300-mile-an-hour fastball into Sisko the Younger's skull. I then tracked the assassin to a storage area. As I prepared to enter, the door opened, and the Tailor Garrick walked out. He tapped his nose and smiled as he passed. Inside, I found the corpse of the lone Nakul agent. As I said, an interesting visit.
So I'm wondering why some of these characters are so quiet. I am having problems hearing what she even says. I'm going to try to turn it up for you guys.
After action report stardate 46, I then tracked
did that one. Okay, so those are done. Now we have this Lukari. I think I know what this is, but I'm not sure.
Captain's log, 4th reckoning, Chronicle 54. The Rescava is currently orbiting planet Draconis 3 as part of a joint research program with the Alliance. Our purpose? Restoration of the planet's biosphere after it was scourged of all life by the Zenkethi.
Okay, so real quickly, I like this character. They did alter her, and I don't like their alterizations, the alterizations they made. But you notice again how it's all female characters, and I'm still don't understand what the point of this is.
With considerable effort, we have been able to establish a simulation of the Draconian ecosphere prior to devastation. Scans of the planet from Station K-13 were very helpful, despite being several centuries old. Once the simulation has been fully tested, we will initiate the restoration process. Life will return to Draconis 3. I'm glad that protomatter will play a part in healing the grievous wound inflicted upon the planet by the Zenkethi. They have much to answer for. Captain's log. Debate.
Okay, so that is all of the things. There's another one that I was thinking about. There's another thing like this for the, I think it's the Hoth, the Voth. That's what it is. But I think that's found on the, what is it? In the Dyson Sphere somewhere. But I just want to mention that, you know, that's all their women. Okay. First of all, I really like the character Lita. But I don't like what they did with her, kind of thing. It doesn't continue. They just needed... I don't know. It does not continue what DS9 set off for that universe, and that pisses me off. It's just, literally, I believe it was, so we need to throw a powerful woman here. We can't get Kieran or Reese here, or Dax, or any of the Daxes. So we're going to go ahead and throw this one in here. Second of all, we have this other Cardassi, which nobody knows. Why would you do something like that? Why can't you get somebody else, like Ducat, or some other character? Even Legate DeMar, well, he died in our universe, not necessarily the Mirror universe. That would have been somebody to bring in. No, this random Cardassian that nobody knows. But it's female, and that's all that matters. And if you think about it, there's no real female other than maybe Ducat's daughter that, you know, might have actually been a good idea to bring in there. And even if that was Ducat's daughter, I didn't hear anything about that. I don't even know why that entire storyline is there, to be honest with you. And why you would listen to these Mirror Universe stuff here, I don't know either. The only thing I really liked was that one at the end, and I will point out that the episodes that what is it? Not Conan War, The New Frontier. These are really great episodes. Well, this one has Echoes of Light, and I remember doing this one. I don't know if I've ever done the rest of these. Actually, I know I've done Melting Pot, but it's been such a long time I don't remember what it's about. So, guys, and I probably haven't actually done these. Maybe I just watched this episode like real quick recently. But anyway, with that, guys, we are done. Again, please don't believe in this feminist bullshit. We are two genders working together, and we are actually mentally made different, and physically made different. All those transsexuals and all those mentally retarded people out there that believe that they can be the other gender, I'm sorry, bullshit, no. I know, like, even in Star Trek, I have watched even TNG, they have that kind of, you know, sex change thing in there in some of the episodes, or lesbian gay stuff. Bullshit, okay? Leave it alone. That's not healthy. It is mentally, and I'll even go as far as saying spiritually unhealthy. And just the whole transsexual thing is just that let's just say is mentally stupid. These people that have these issues are just, they need help mentally, not the whole government and people saying, oh no, we're going to change everything in the government and we're not going to use he, she, we're not going to use those words anymore in our government, okay? Our country's screwed up enough as it is. I mean, let's not even say screwed up, it's fucked up. But with that, guys, I just want to say good night, and hopefully things will get better. And hopefully you're not crazy enough to think that it's okay. Hey guys, with that, I just want to say have a good night, and please just try to stay away from the craziness, and watch some good videos that just support men and women as separate genders and also uniting together. There's a lot of really smart women out there supporting men, and a lot of good men out there that are trying to support women. With that, guys, have a great night.